Hello and welcome to the C-Jack podcast. This is C-Jack, and this is the C-Jack exclusive right here. I'm going to get some breaking news coming in. Just found out not too long ago, and I know it came out yesterday, but hey, maybe a little bit late, but there's still probably a lot of people out there that don't know about this shit. So I wasn't going to do this, do a pre-podcast for TLC, but this month they're making me do it. I got to do it now, because of the changes that are happening last minute, which it's unfortunate, but guess what? It's going to pan out for us, the fans. Us, the fans, are going to get so much shit off of this. It's going to be funny. All right, so what's going on is there has been a virus going around the WWE locker room. 3 superstars have been affected at this point. Bo Dallas, Bray Wyatt, and Roman Reigns, and due to the virus, the virus is meningitis, and due to the virus, so Wyatt and both Reigns have been pulled from the WWE TLC pay-per-view. So here's what's gonna happen, guys. Well, they're gonna have to do some quick thinking and replace some shit, right? All right. So here's what's going on. Roman Reigns has been pulled from the match, so we will not see the Shield versus Miz and Cesaro and Sheamus at WrestleMania, along with Kane and Braun Strowman anymore. We will now see. We will see Kurt Angle replace Roman Reigns, and this being his first match in over 11 years since leaving the WWE back in 2002, or no, 2001. Sorry. So that's amazing right there. That's already gonna start things off in the right path, right, guys? Right? Kurt Angle making a in-ring return. We thought we were going to see it at WrestleMania, but because WWE has to get creative now and come up with something, well, guess what, guys? We're going to see it now. We're going to see this shit at TLC tomorrow night, and it's going to be awesome. If you haven't yet, either purchase a fucking pay-per-view, get your free month of the network in, watch it somehow, because this is going to be some shit you don't want to miss. I guarantee it. I know I'm doing free plugs for you right now, Vince. I honestly don't care. The fact that you guys can actually still think on your feet is amazing. This is what makes wrestling good. The fact that you, even though you had something planned, you can do last-minute changes. Last-minute changes can happen, and you can make it good and even better than it was before. So, Kurt Angle replacing Roman Reigns is a big story, right? All right. How about this, guys? How about this? Bray Wyatt has been pulled. Bray Wyatt, whose real-life brother is Bo Dallas. Bo Dallas is the one that first caught this disease, and that's why he hasn't been on Raw for the past couple weeks. Bray Wyatt has now been pulled, and because he came down with the illness as well. And this is the way meningitis works, guys. I know you guys are saying, okay, well, I can understand how Bray Wyatt and Bo Dallas got it, but what's Roman Reigns have to do with it? This is how meningitis can work. Meningitis is just kind of like any other normal virus. You can get it from sharing utensils, sharing a cup. You can get it just for, basically being within the same personal space as somebody else, and then like doing a cough and not covering their mouth correctly or whatever. And then something, they cough into their hand and you shake their hand, anything like that, and then it's just it's super easy what's the word I'm thinking about? Catch. It's super easy to catch. It's very contagious. That's what I was trying to come up with. So that's kind of how it works. It can. This virus can take 16 to 18 days to actually start working and have an effect on you before you can. So you can have it for over 2 weeks, almost a month, not quite, but almost a month before it even shows any signs of you having it. So, and then once you start getting medication, it can take up to 2 weeks to even start showing a cure. So we're going to see these guys out for a couple weeks at least. So back to what I was saying. Bray Wyatt has been pulled. Okay. Bray Wyatt has been pulled, and in his place against Finn Balor is none other than the phenomenal AJ Styles. Ain't that fucking awesome, guys? AJ Styles, Bray Wyatt, AJ Styles, and Finn Balor. Two former Bullet Club members going head to head. They're going to tear this house down, and it's been reported that that they're going to actually get a decent amount of time to go out there and do stuff. Because here's the thing: AJ Styles, Finn Balor, both these guys can go. We know they can go. They can go for an hour, and that be the most entertaining hour match you've ever seen. This is going to be a good match. If it's not, then these guys are being held down, and they're not being able to actually do what they want to do. So this match right here, this match right here, main event. It's not going to be the main event, but it's got all the makings for a main event. I'm telling you guys, this match right here is going to be a do not miss match. AJ Styles, Finn Balor, you're not going to want to miss that shit. You don't want to miss a fucking second of this weekend's TLC. I guarantee it, because between Kurt Angle doing a in-ring return and AJ Styles coming over to Raw for a sub for just one night to help out with TLC pay-per-view. I'm going to say, I can't say no pun intended because it's kind of intended, but this is going to be fucking phenomenal, guys. And I know I'm stumbling over my words a lot, but if you could see me right now, I got goosebumps all over my arm from hearing this, from reading this, from listening to it, from Pro Wrestling Unlimited, from Pro Wrestling Insider, from Dave Meltzer. That I'm goosebumps, guys. I'm stumbling over my words. I'm excited. So I had to come out and I had to do this. So AJ Styles, Finn Balor, gonna be a great match, right? All right. So here's the deal. There's 3 superstars that were confirmed by WWE, reported to ESPN, and that is Bray Wyatt, Roman Reigns, and the third is Bo Dallas. Even though they did not name Bo Dallas, we all know the third's Bo Dallas. So they're already got plans to actually rework Raw, because Roman Reigns has been a big part of Raw in recent weeks, so they're going to have to do something this Monday night to kind of rework it to where it's not going to be missed that Reigns isn't there. Maybe see Samoa Joe come back, possibly. I'm not really sure what he's out with right now. Possibly see Seth Rollins get a little bit of main event stuff going on. There's a few different possibilities. Maybe. Well, I know one thing. We're going to see Brock Lesnar, so maybe we'll see a little bit of longer Brock Lesnar segment because of it. It's yet to be seen. Maybe, I'm not saying this is going to be true or not, but maybe Mr. Vince, maybe you need to start shining that Cena light. I mean, Cena said he's going to be kind of like Batman, and you shine that Batman light, Cena's going to come running. So maybe this is the time for the Cena light. I'm not sure, but I think they'd be fine without it. But you know how Vince is. You know how WWE is. They get in a panic. Well, who are they going to call? They're going to call the guaranteed seller, and that's Mr. Cena. Maybe even throw a little call into Mr. Johnson, Mr. Dwayne Johnson, and see about maybe a little bit of a rock concert. There's a few different possibilities right there. Just throwing that out to you, Vince. I just gave you 3 freaking possibilities. What more do you want from me? You're not even paying me for this shit. I'm giving you gold right here. So that's the rework. So that's the report. That's the report on that. One last thing, guys, is Wrestle Inc. has actually reported that WWE is going to test for mumps because of this illness, just to make sure nobody else has got this virus. And I don't know how long it takes to test for all this, but hopefully it only takes a couple days or something like that. That way they can get everybody cleared for the pay-per-view on tomorrow night. So hopefully these tests don't take very long to come back. Sorry about the yawn, guys. With that being said, I'm not going to do the 30-minute guarantee this week, guys. This is breaking news. I'm just going to get this podcast done, over with, and get it out to you guys, because the longer I spend flapping my gums on this shit, the longer it's going to take for this to convert. So that's that. And then one more thing, guys. I'm gonna give you guys a little extra tidbit since I decided to do this podcast. We're gonna take the mic stand off real quick. Give me a second right here, because I'm gonna want to hold the mic for this. Hear the mic stand drop. That means shit's getting serious. Since WWE's in a pinch, how about this? Vince, if you're listening, I got something for you. Here's something for you if you're in a little bit of a pinch. Punk, if you're listening, you're part of my plan. How about this? Vince. Alright, sorry about that, guys. Got caught up for a second. Had to pause it real quick. Alright, now, like I was saying, Vince, if you're listening, Mr. CM Punk, if you're listening, because my plan involves you too. Vince, how about this? Or how about Paul? Paul, I know you're basically running shit for the old man now, so listen up. And Steph, if you're listening, you guys just as much power as anybody else. I'd prefer to talk to Shane, but I'm not really sure how much power Shane's got right now. So how about this? Vince, Paul, Steph, either one of you 3 idiots. How about this? I'm just joking. I'm not really sure. Vince, you're not an idiot, obviously, but Paul and Steph, not too sure about. But anyway, Vince, Mr. McMahon, how about this? How about you take your doofus son-in-law, that would be you, Paul, in case you don't know, Mr. Levesque, or Hunter, whichever the hell you want to be called. How about you make him reach out to Punk, apologize for firing him on his wedding day, and then maybe offer him a little bit of money. I know, Punk. Listen, man. I know that's not all you care about. I know you don't really care about money, but I'm helping you out, dude. Make your dude the son-in-law apologize for firing him on his wedding day. Then Mr. Punk, how about this, buddy? Me and you, Monday Night Raw, 10. Hang on. I gotta look at my calendar. Make sure I get these dates right. 10/23/2017, October. CM Punk, C-Jack versus. Now this is where Mr. Cena comes in. John, if you're listening. Punk, C-Jack, tag team. John Cena and whoever the fuck you want to choose. How you could choose Dwayne if you really want to. I mean, you guys are kind of living it up out in Hollywood together. I heard maybe even you might be be playing catcher for old Dwayne right now. Dwayne, I know you had to make somebody your bitch. So anyway, Cena, if you want to stop catching for Dwayne for a little bit, how about this? Dwayne, Cena, listen. Me and Punk will come Monday Night Raw on the 23rd, I believe I said. Yeah, on the 23rd, we will come to Monday Night Raw. As long as Doofus himself, Mr. Paul Levesque, decides that he wants to give a public apology for what he did to Punk, and as long as Mr. Punk will agree to this, we will come and we will team up. It would be an honor to work with you, Punk, just so you know. And then instead of the whole boots to asses thing, guess what? Me and Punk, we're going to tag up. I'm just going to tell you how it's going to go, all right? Me and Punk, we're going to tag up. I'll let Punk start the match. Punk's going to start the match. Cena, it doesn't matter if you want to start. It doesn't matter if you want your master to start. But either way, whoever starts, Punk's going to get in there. He's going to wrestle circles around you. And then he's going to put you in the corner, give you a Shining Wizard, give you a Bulldog, tag me in. I'm going to get in there, and I'm going to humiliate you with your own finisher. And then me and Punk will lift both of you up on our shoulders, give you a little go-to-sleep action, and then we're gonna make you both tap out like a couple little bitches with the Anaconda device. How's that sound? Sounds great to me. So Cena, Dwayne, if you're listening, you know, and Vince, if you're listening, book the match for us. Get Punk to agree to be there. I'll show up. Styling and profiling like woo, Ric Flair taught me to, and we'll go in. We'll do you the solid since you're in a pinch, and then instead of shining the Cena light from now on, you can shine the Punk and C-Jack light, and then whenever there's trouble, Punk and C-Jack might just come running. But then again, we don't know because we're not really your bitches now, are we? Anyway, guys, that's the podcast. Hit me up, Vince, if you want to. Yeah, I give you my hook every week on Twitter. It's only one C-Jack, and the C and J is capitalized, and you best believe that. So until next time, I will catch your ass down later. Thanks.